Oh my god. Hi, girlies.
Hello, Jenny.
Hi, Bria.
How's it going?
It's good. Hi, Molly.
Hi, Molly.
Can you say hi, girlies?
Hi, girlies.
She's just having a little snack, aka my fingers.
It's so salty and delicious.
My dad came over last night and she could not stop. I'll insert the video. Or
You
post it on
always say
social.
that,
And we never insert.
And
Sorry.
I see you saying it when
And
I'm
you're
editing,
like, stop it.
and I'm like, but I don't want to do all that.
Oh.
Maybe we'll share it on Instagram.
I'll share it on Instagram.
if it's convenient.
Yeah. It's cute.
It's super cute. How have you been lately? When did I see you? Last weekend? I feel like we see each other multiple times a week right now.
I see you in my dreams now.
I have something to tell you. I had a nightmare about your wedding 2 nights ago.
What happened?
I'm so glad I saved this for the podcast. Okay.
What happened?
Me and you got in a really big fight.
We got in a fight?
To the point where, like, I left. And I was like, I'm not
doing
doing
this.
this.
You left what? The wedding? The ceremony?
It wasn't the ceremony. It was like I think it was like the Thoughts Bachelorette, actually, because Lizzie and Claire were there.
Uh-huh. And not Cree?
No, I don't remember Cree.
Oh, okay.
So maybe, is this prophetic? Is Cree not coming?
Oh, no.
I honestly hope it's not, because it's the worst. So we're partying, and you had a beer, and you shook the beer and started, like, spraying it as, like, a joke because you were, like, drunk. And I told you, please don't do that. Like, don't get it on my hair. I was below you because you're standing on the table. And you spilled the beer all over the bang.
The bang?
Yeah, like all over the front of my hair.
Okay.
And it was something like the night before the wedding or the day the wedding was later or something, because I couldn't go home and rewash my hair and, like, redo it. And you really just, like, fucked me. And so I was mad and confronting you. And in the dream, you're like, oh, my God, it's no big deal. I didn't even do anything. I was like, okay, I would have forgiven you if you would have been like, okay, sorry, oops, I got a little crazy. But you were really gaslighting me. Like, I was overreacting. And I was like, okay, see, now I can't fuck with you. And Claire is trying to get me to stay. Like, don't leave. Like, this is her thing. Like, don't leave. And I was like, no, fuck this. She does not respect me. That's, like, a disrespectful thing. Hell no. And they're, like, talking to you, trying to get you to, like, convince me to stay. I woke up and I was, you know when you wake up from a nightmare and you're, like, frightened?
Yeah.
I was shook when I woke up. I woke up and I was like, oh, my God, I need to rebuke that. It was like I basically, like, walked out and I was like, I'm not going to be in her wedding, like, the day before.
What? I'm dumbfounded that you are having nightmares about my wedding.
Yes.
And I have had maybe one. Wow. What do you think that means? Are you nervous about it?
Kinda.
You're nervous about it?
Yeah.
What are you nervous about?
I'm nervous about, like, all of the events and things that are coming up.
Yeah.
Because, like, I feel bad. I'm not going to your bachelorette.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to make your LA bachelorette perfect. And it's hard to, like, it's hard to find an Airbnb that works for everyone, that's, like, buy what we want to do, that has enough space, whatever. And I'm just afraid of fucking it up. Honestly, I'm a little afraid because I haven't seen the bridesmaids dresses yet.
Yeah.
I just have a lot of fears.
Oh, God.
It must have been after we talked. And so it was fresh in my mind because we got off of Zoom at like 10 p.m. And I pretty much immediately went to sleep. And I think I was just thinking about it like, okay, we have to, like, plan this and figure out what we're doing and make reservations and blah, blah, blah. And then I fell asleep stressed. And I think that's where it came from.
And this is why you eloped.
Low-key.
Could you imagine if it was your wedding?
Well, clearly you're not even really that stressed about it because you've only had one nightmare.
You're right.
So
I don't want you to feel stressed. I know that I will say the way that phone call ended was stressful. Mm-hmm. Like, I felt bad that I was like, or I don't know if I feel bad.
No, we just got on to talk about the Bachelorette, and then naturally other things come up, and there's just so much that we have to figure out.
Yeah. But don't worry about it. And honestly, like, I wouldn't even be, like, upset if we didn't stay in an Airbnb and we just, like, went out one night. I wish Cree was coming out, like, a little bit earlier than she is.
Right, because she's coming on Saturday, and we're planning on doing the Bachelorette from Friday to Sunday.
Yeah. No. Saturday.
Well, now we've changed it because we wanted Cree to be able to come.
Yeah.
But originally, when me and Lizzie were looking at places, it was going to be Friday to Monday. We were looking for like the whole weekend.
Yeah. We can talk about this later too, but like, I mean, I think we just shouldn't stress out about that at all. Like, and maybe it feels stressful.
Like, bitch, you are taking this way too seriously.
Maybe subconsciously it feels more stressful because it's the week of my wedding.
That too. It's like we're doing that, and then
It
by
might be
Wednesday,
too much for you.
We're in it. I don't think it's going to be too much. I think it's just a lot in the planning stage right now, figuring out. But as it's happening, it'll be fun.
Yeah. We should talk to Cree, or we can ask her. I just wonder if she could come out like a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
it's stressing me out. So how is the wedding planning going for you right now?
It's good. I mean, we have our invitations nailed. We have we have the bridesmaids dresses sort of. I actually have the swatches here for your dress.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Weedy co-host shows up to film with a little secret pertaining to her upcoming nuptials. Lavender, anyone?
It just, blind items make me think of like XOXO Gossip Girl.
It very much is Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, I get so invested in them. I follow blind items people on TikTok who just go through the blind items of the day and speculate.
Uh-huh.
It's just fun.
So what's really going on?
What's really going on is that we are in the era of blind items, and they are spilling the tea. You don't know if it's accurate or not, but either way, you get a little hit of dopamine every time you see a good one.
So, like, what's a good one that you've seen so far? Because I feel like I don't really see blind items like blind. I see, like, this was said about someone, and then they say who it is. Like, I hear it from like a publisher or something.
Yeah, see, these are anonymously submitted, and it's usually submitted by someone who's close to that person, and it's just like, you know, those people who are in your circle but they fucking hate you secretly. It's like people like that.
That's crazy.
So they're submitting, like, I remember seeing a blind item about Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt getting divorced, and Brad Pitt being an alcoholic and like hitting the kids and stuff. And
wow.
But it's, you know, formatted like A-list actress and heartthrob actor husband, you know, blah, 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 blah. I wonder if he has a curious case of alcoholism.
It's like, yeah, it's like people's crossword for the New York Times. But
it
this
requires
is your
brain power.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle or a riddle.
So
but about real people, and it's some real shit.
I know. It's a nice little riddle. And I love seeing people solve the riddle with their pop culture knowledge.
Yeah.
So we've collected a few blind items that are currently happening, and I thought we could discuss.
Okay.
So let me give you the first one. Don't look, because I don't want you to see who it's about. It's blind. Do you know what they're all about?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
The promoters of this festival are offering 7 figures for this A-list singer to just show up at the event. This was posted right before Coachella.
I have 2 thoughts on who that is.
There was a particular A-lister that I saw that I was like, I'm kind of surprised they're at Coachella. Never seen them there before.
Who was it?
I want to hear who.
I think it's either Taylor Swift or Rihanna.
I was going to say Taylor Swift, because Rihanna's been to Coachella before. And A$AP Rocky was performing with Tyler, the Creator.
Right, but I mean, she's friends with Lana Del Rey and Jack Antonoff, so she could have went for that.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know if she got paid to be there. Maybe she did, but like, this is the first relationship that I feel like anyone would want to go to Coachella with her. Like, he is a festival girly to me, you know? He's a partier.
That's true. He is a partier.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like dragging her along, kind of. It seems like she's kind of going through like I'm a fun, like, you know, this is my schoolgirl era.
Mm-hmm. I finally am dating the football player.
Yes, period. She wears
Short skirts, I wear t-shirts. He's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers.
That was about an athlete.
I know that. I almost
athlete.
said that too. Sorry, I didn't cover my mouth when I did that.
Why?
The weed is hitting a little hard. We didn't even talk about what we smoked again. God damn it, Bria. We're not good at this shit sometimes. I swear to God.
Maybe it's because we're
We're
high.
high. Well, what
You
did
guys
we
need
smoke?
to understand, if you're doing a high podcast, like, some shit's gonna slip through the cracks.
Slipping through the cracks. Like, we never promote our social media. I realized we didn't do that in any of the episodes from last filming. So make sure, I'm going to tell you now, since you know what, you're here, and we're going to tell you, we have an Instagram. We have a Twitter. We have a YouTube
We do
channel.
not have a Twitter.
We don't have a Twitter. Twitter doesn't exist anymore.
You
It's
said
just
we had a
X.
Twitter.
I meant TikTok. It was a T. We're slipping
Yeah.
up here. We are at High Girlies Pod on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Follow us.
We're fun, and tell us what you want to see. Maybe I'll put some more like behind the scenes photos or post videos of us from back in the day.
Oh, what?
The San Diego video.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, back to the blind item.
So yeah, I definitely do think it's Taylor Swift. Would you agree?
Do I think Taylor Swift got paid over $1 million to be at Coachella? No.
Do you think Rihanna would get paid over $1 million to come to Coachella?
I don't think anybody would. I don't think Coachella has that kind of money to burn.
Really?
No, because they didn't sell out of their tickets, but maybe they see it
They
as like,
thought that it would help the awful ticket sales.
but why would it help if she didn't post that she was going there before she got there?
Because the majority of Coachella tickets this year were sold like the day of or the day before.
But people wouldn't have seen her there until Saturday.
Then maybe they would have increased
If they weren't
sales for
there.
well, no, because why would she come 2 weekends in a row?
That's why I don't think that's real. Like, maybe
We gotta look at which A+ list singer said that they were going to Coachella before they were there.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking maybe Beyonce, because there's kind of a blind item about Beyonce performing at Stagecoach, which I fucking knew was going to happen. I called
God.
this shit. And everybody, and I'm looking at you, you know who you are, we're like, no, she would never do that. They don't sound like that. I'm just being salty. They're like, yeah, no, she would never do that. Like, it's not her own thing. I mean, listen, Beyonce played at Coachella. It's
She
not
sure did.
unheard of to think that she would play at Stagecoach.
It would be major. It would be extremely iconic.
She is the first black woman to ever headline Coachella, and I don't think she'd be considered a headliner because I think they'd have to announce it.
Yeah.
But they could do something like the first black woman to guest appear on her own thing or something.
She's got to be the first at something.
Or
for
they could
Stagecoach.
pull some shit at the last minute, like she's going to perform Thursday only. It's her night. They did that with Kanye at Rolling Loud, which was a joke, but
Wasn't that because someone dropped out?
no, he, at the last minute, Rolling Loud announced that he would be playing Thursday night only. He would be playing the Vultures album, and you could buy a single day ticket to go, or if you had a 3-day pass, they would let you in. So, like, if you had bought a Saturday pass only, you would have to buy a pass to go see him for Thursday.
Wow.
So they could pull some shit like that. Like, they could announce after Coachella this weekend, like on Monday, or this weekend, that she's playing on Thursday or something. But I don't know how she's going to perform if that blind item is true, unless she is brought on by someone who is already playing at Coachella.
Ooh, you mean at Stagecoach?
That's what I meant, at Stagecoach.
I wonder if anyone who was featured on her album is playing Stagecoach.
Post Malone, is he playing?
I don't know.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
I'll be there. So I am trying
You will?
I will, because I will be staying at a house, but I'm not going to the festival. But if anybody wants to get me a ticket.
Okay, so you're not going.
I'm not going.
You'll be in the area.
The thought of going to a festival like Stagecoach or Coachella, have you ever been?
No.
It is a lot. It's a lot, obviously, because it's a festival, but even walking to the festival, you want to like blow your brains out, honestly.
Oh,
it's so far. And then you have to do that walk back after you've been in the festival all day. So the last time I went to Coachella, we were staying very close to the venue. We're staying in a house that was like a mile and a half away. My feet were
I'm sorry,
bleeding.
You walked from the house to Coachella?
Yeah.
Oh,
And I walked from the house to Coachella and walked back. Post Malone will be there. Fuck!
Is Post Malone going to bring out Taylor Swift?
And Willie Nelson is also going to be there too. But he's not really featured on the album. He just has like a talking part.
But still, anything.
Ooh.
What if, imagine being at Stagecoach and it's just the people who are going to see Willie Nelson and he starts talking like the beginning of the song and then Beyonce comes out. Bitch.
Fuck. I need to find a way to go
reset.
Saturday.
It would be a reset in the space-time continuum.
I'm
Truly.
looking at the rest of the lineup. I mean, Diplo will also be there and Nickelback. But
Stop.
Diplo, I could see bringing out Beyonce.
What if Nickelback brought out Avril Lavigne?
Bitch,
I would be
you're toxic
shook.
as fuck. Are you? And Wiz Khalifa will also be there. Why are there so many? They're late night performers. So like Nickelback will perform after Eric Church on Friday. Diplo will perform after Miranda Lambert. So what's probably going to happen is Miranda Lambert and Post Malone will perform at the same time because he's like the next biggest name on there. And then no one will be at Miranda Lambert and everyone will be at Post Malone and she'll be on the main stage. That's what's going to happen.
Oh, no.
But I just need a smoke signal. I need something if someone is going to have Beyonce there. You know that they saw a like RV or like a truck, like a big truck,
a semi-truck
that says Beyonce, Cowboy Carter on it, and then there's a Spotify logo at the bottom, and it was driving to Palm Springs or it was driving on the highway. So either she's coming out on stage, but why would there be a Spotify logo? That signals to me that at the very least Spotify will have some sort of activation at Stagecoach and you could go take pictures with Cowboy Carter or something, like, or the horse or Renee.
Yes.
Like that I think is probably what it is. At the very biggest, if it's involving Spotify, it's like they have a house outside of Stagecoach and she will be performing at it or something. Or it's like her version of TanaCon. She was like, fuck Stagecoach and fuck all these white cowboys. I have my own shit with Spotify. I would go to that.
That would be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Revolve Fest, kind of, but like someone is actually there.
Yeah. Yes.
And the mic is turned on.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, let me give you one more blind item.
Okay.
Speaking of Beyonce.
Oh,
the
you
one.
Just give it away?
No, because it could be. There are multiple people who it could be.
Okay.
The one named permanent A-list singer was so high at a recent event that she was eating cookies and brownies like they were crack.
Oh, I saw this. So there's there's Beyonce.
A one
there's
named
Adele.
permanent A-list, Rihanna.
Madonna.
Pink?
So it's either, in my mind, Rihanna or Madonna. But
I would totally believe it was Madonna.
yeah. Is it Madonna?
I don't know.
Why'd you say fuck
What?
when I said Madonna?
Because that was yes, I hadn't thought of that.
Oh.
That would be so iconic.
Yeah, I think it would be Madonna or Rihanna.
Rihanna I could see for sure. Cher?
Cher? No, Cher would not be like that. Maybe Adele. But Adele's too health conscious now.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good, that's a good one. Should I tell you one of mine?
Yeah.
Then this north of the border singer who has had a long hiatus while he's decided if he wanted to be an actor or a singer is booking tour dates for 2025. No word on whether his cult minder will be tagging along. And I see your note. So
I think that's The Weeknd.
That's a really, really, really good guess. I, last night when I saw that, was like, oh my God, it's Ryan Gosling.
What?
Okay, hear me out. It's Ryan Gosling because he was on the Mickey Mouse Club and he was a really good singer on the Mickey Mouse Club. Mm-hmm. But then he found fame in acting and pursued that. But then with the Barbie movie, his singing, his love of singing has been reawakened. He performed at the Oscars. He performed a rendition on SNL. He is wanting to see how the people are going to react to his energy and his singing ability. And so there could be a mini tour for the Barbie movie next year.
But he hasn't been on a hiatus.
Of singing?
Of acting.
Well, okay. I just thought that would be fun.
That would be, I would never, I thought you were going to say Justin Bieber.
Oh.
Maybe Justin Bieber is getting into acting.
No.
Why
Drake?
would he do that? It could be Drake. The thing that made me think it was The Weeknd was the cult minder. Yeah.
That's The Weeknd for sure. Dead giveaway.
Dead giveaway.
This soon-to-be divorced reality star has already found someone new, and she is decades younger than the reality star.
So I think what's interesting about this one is that the reality star is not gendered. So first, in my heteronormative mind, I'm thinking Mauricio or Todd, Alexia's husband from Real Housewives of Miami, someone like that. And then I was like, interesting. Which housewife has been dipping in the lady pool? Kyle Richards.
But it doesn't say housewife.
It says reality star.
Yeah. I think my first thought was Kyle Richards.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
And she does like younger. Wasn't Morgan younger?
Yeah.
Substantially.
I think they're talking about Morgan. Yeah, I think they've like made it official.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
That's what I think. I don't know. I could be wrong.
That would be interesting.
Wait, you had a good one. The barely there celebrity Offspring hooked up with her sugar daddy last night. So how is the relationship over? What the fuck does that mean?
That one is so obvious.
Who's that?
That is Aoki Lee Simmons.
Oh.
Kimora Lee Simmons and what's his name? Russell Simmons' daughter was spotted on vacation with this old ass man who's like a billionaire. And I immediately was like, oh, she's yachting. He flew her out. She got flued out.
She's sugar daddying.
She's sugaring. She's sugaring. And they allegedly broke up because everyone thought they were dating when they saw that for some reason instead of putting two and two together.
Wow. But why does she need to be sugaring?
She was on Instagram Live with Russell Simmons telling him, if you don't give me more money, I'm going to be a sugar baby. I'm going to get a sugar daddy.
Oh, wow. Well, there you go.
It wasn't
She
those exact
is.
words, but I'm pretty sure she used the term sugar daddy.
I really like that candy.
What?
I don't know. When you say sugar daddy, it makes me think about the candy. I really
Those
like
are
it.
sugar babies.
There is a sugar daddy, too.
Is it big?
Oh, yeah. Sugar babies are the little beads, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, you've never seen a sugar daddy? That's where the babies come from. The sugar daddy was first.
No way.
Si, señorita.
Oh my God.
The babies came after. Like, oh, these are more, like easy to consume. A sugar daddy is like I don't even know, like a lollipop, but it's like square, like a rectangle.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah. And you just lick it and then you kind of chew it off because it's like
Yeah.
like hard caramel.
Oh, wow.
I love a sugar baby.
A sugar baby or a sugar daddy?
I mean, I love a sugar daddy. But I like sugar
that's
babies.
the clip. It's just you saying, I love a sugar daddy. Weedy co-host admits on air that she is going to be the next yacht girl.
Oh, God. I wish. I wish I knew what it was like to be like a sugar baby. But I don't. Well,
Why? I feel like it's so not worth it. That depends.
How old are we talking here?
He is 65. Aoki Simmons? He is 65.
Fuck. You know what? He's not like terrible looking. I mean, I know, see, like in Australia when I hooked up with that guy he was 40 and I was 20. So I kind of know what it's like a little bit, but this is bad. You know what?
If he was like,
apple doesn't fall too far from the tree on that one.
What does that mean?
Her mom, I think, did the same thing. Well, no, I think flipped. I think she's the sugar mama. Yeah. But also, it's all relative. Like, listen, you do you. Honestly, I think it's awesome. If you're getting paid and you want that
Absolutely.
life, like, you do you. You get paid for doing that. If
Yeah.
you're not getting paid or you're not getting any sort of compensation and he's
that part.
like,
you got to at least be getting something.
get something.
See, yes, I respect the hell out of it. Genuinely, the only reason why I can't do it is because I don't like those activities. I don't like the idea of being on a private jet.
The activities. That's the hard line for you?
Being on a private jet.
Nothing else.
I would be so overrun with fear. Being on a yacht, I'd be seasick. Like,
you wouldn't be seasick on a yacht. You wouldn't even know you're on the sea.
I get seasick on cruises, bitch.
What?
If I look out and
You've been on a cruise?
I've been on multiple cruises
With
as
who?
a child.
Oh my God, you got seasick?
Yes.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Like threw up seasick?
I think that was after I developed my fear of throwing up, and so I would just like hold it in.
Wow. Oh my God.
So like, what am I getting out of it?
So you would have sex with them, but you wouldn't go on a private jet? Like that's more like digestible for you?
No, I'm not saying it's digestible. I'm saying what's making it worth it. Like I'm not even getting anything that I like.
What if they paid for your entire life? You never had to pay rent. You never had to buy groceries. You never had to pay for your hair. You never had to pay for your makeup, facials,
If
Botox.
they were giving me an allowance, if they were giving me a large allowance as well that I could spend or save however I wanted, that would be worth it.
Oh, so you don't want them to pay for your life. You want them to just give you money.
No, you can pay for my life, but you're also giving me an allowance. Because I need to be making some sort of income and putting it away so that when you find another sugar baby, I can sustain until I find the next sugar daddy. Or what if you stay with him until you're, for 20 years and then he dies and leaves you nothing?
What if you're working? You could be working and he pays for everything.
You know what? I didn't even consider that. I would not be.
If you wanted to keep your life normal, Because, like, what are you going to do if you can't go on a private jet? You'll probably keep your job, right?
If someone's paying for everything and giving you an allowance, you would keep your job?
No, I'm saying you don't get the allowance, but they give you a credit card and it's like, pay for everything on here.
No, yeah, I would. Because I need to be making money on the side some way.
So you would do it if they had a job and then he gave you a credit card. He was just like, ring it up.
Yeah, I'd keep the job.
Yeah.
Anyway, now that we're done with fantasy hour, let's give our idea of the week.
What's our idea of the week?
I think that blind items need to be added to the language arts curriculum from a young age for our children out there. I think they teach critical thinking, deductive reasoning.
You're really good at it.
Literary analysis. I honestly
and you're a UCLA graduate. So
I think that I'm good at them because I've learned how to connect the dots.
Yeah.
And because that's all that when you get an English degree, it's literally all just like reading stuff and connecting the fucking dots.
That's what your degree in?
Yeah.
Oh.
And blind items are the same thing. Like, okay, you're reading between the lines, like, and looking at it within the context of the world around you. Who could this be? And pulling knowledge from so many different places. Like, that's what they teach you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like from a young age, if we got our kids on blind items, they wouldn't be on TikTok believing every little thing they see. They'd be able to be like, oh, wait.
Deductive reasoning.
In the context of the world that I'm in, this seems highly unlikely.
Yeah.
And, stuff like that.
Wow. Yeah. No, you're very good at that. You're very good at thinking on the spot. And, like, you're also very good at coming up with, like, our housewives jingles. Or yours.
Housewives jingles?
Or, like, your, like, like what they say in the beginning of the show. Like.
Yeah. Your tagline?
Yeah, your tagline.
When did we do that?
You've done them a couple times. Oh. What would yours be?
May the bridges I burn light the way. That's my Scorpio tagline. Do you have one?
I'm salty and I'm sweet.
What does that mean?
Or maybe it's like, I cover all your cravings. I'm salty and I'm sweet. What?
That would make sense if your husband was like the heir to a candy fortune. Or your husband is a pretzel's heir.
Oh, it has to be about my husband?
No, but I'm just thinking of like the context in which that would be like, ooh, that's a good one.
Well, I mean, Jen Shaw's is like, I'm Shawmazing. The fuck is that? I'm watching season 2 of Salt Lake, and she literally is like, I'm Shawmazing. What the fuck is that?
Now that I think about it, some of them are really bad.
Yeah.
But I think of the iconic ones, that's how it
like
all comes together. Like, throw me to the wolves and I shall return leading the pack. Lisa Vanderpump, after everybody confronted her on their trip, after she told Brandy to bring the tabloids and all of that, she got kind of kicked out of the group.
So why doesn't what I say work?
Because what are you referring to?
I can be sweet, and I'm also saying don't fuck with me. I'm a Gemini.
Yeah, but the food connection is like seemingly kind of random. That's why I said like you're the heiress to, like Auntie Anne was your great grandmother. What? And that's how you're like a rich housewife. Because you're drawing it to food.
Yeah, well, mangiamo.
Yes. Yes. Oh, you know what you should say? I'm like tiramisu. Sometimes I'm sweet, and sometimes you'll catch my bitterness. Because Manj is known for the tiramisu.
Tiramisu.
Ay. And let's leave you with this quote. Stoned co-hosts spotted at local smoky establishment getting material for an upcoming episode.
That's a clue.
That's a clue.
That's a clue. Okay, so
stay tuned.
We're going to get used to doing this. You can catch us on.
You already said it.
I know, but we have to get into the routine.
All right.
Where can they follow us?
You can follow us at High Girlies Pod on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. You can listen to us on any Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Wherever you get a podcast, you can listen
Literally
to us.
anywhere.
You could even play our video on YouTube and just listen to it if you want to.
That's what I do with podcasts. I do that. Yeah. So
All
go
right.
for that.
With that,
Bye,
bye girlies.